Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling title holder. We've worked very closely with Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, and TCW, and David has been doing a lot of competition there, as well as Wednesday nights. You can see him on pay-per-view. You can see David Young all over the country, and it's a pleasure to have him back here in NWA Wildside. If you're in Japan, France, watching the Wildside tapes, and I know we've got a lot of them over there, overseas in the land of the rising sun, you can see David Young live there, courtesy of the 01 Wrestling promotion. Another NWA affiliate. And David Young, a veteran of the sport, 14 years. He's walked that aisle.
And obviously going very cautiously against Kevin Northcutt here this evening.
Four-time NWA World Tag Team Champion, two-time Wildside Tag Team Champion, two-time Wildside Heavyweight Champion, the Messiah of the Spine Buster. The list of accolades goes on and on for David Young. He's one of the most respected figures here by Wildside fans and wrestlers in the Wildside locker room alike, and me and you. David Young has earned the respect of everyone. He deserves it. Kevin Northcutt, a star on the rise here in NWA Wildside. Former WCW employee, had a really bad attitude from hanging around with the likes of Kevin Nash and people that were always up to causing trouble. And Northcutt lost that. It started a culture shock to Northcutt. He said, you know what? I'm going to start taking this seriously. Nothing's handed to you in this business. Nothing is handed to you in this sport. And Kevin Northcutt proved that, so he started from the bottom. And he's working his way back up in the industry. And Kevin Northcutt here looking to compete in Wildside. Done a hell of a job. He's 2-0 now since his return. And thanks to that bad finishing move he's got, the BMF. Double underhook pile driver, he drops him right on their head. Kevin Northcutt is a force to be reckoned with here in Wildside.
Yes, but I wonder if Kevin Northcutt is something that David Young is very familiar with. I'm pretty sure Northcutt is quite obviously familiar with David Young. I mean, seeing his matches here at NWA Wildside, certainly over the past few years, as well as NWA TNA, perhaps maybe even seen some 01 footage. David Young's career and his accomplishments are all quite well known. That's just something that Kevin Northcutt, who is no dummy, should know quite well. I'm curious if David Young has done his homework on Kevin Northcutt.
This is proving ground for Kevin Northcutt here.
Oh.
What a kick to the face. Hey, he apologizes. It's in the context of the match. He's just trying to win. Northcutt is one tremendous athlete. Although the opponents he's defeated thus far since his return to Wildside, you could say nicely, a little bit less than the caliber of the Messiah of the Spine Buster. This is a test for Northcutt. And win or lose, he's going to have a fight.
I think temper is getting a little bit short here. And David Young has to take the momentum out of the offense of Kevin Northcutt.
Young, a legend, an icon in Wildside. One of the cornerstones. Former tag team partner of Wildside CEO Rick Michaels' his bad attitude. Well, they reigned as four-time World Tag Team Champions. Defended the titles all over the world.
And now with David Young, now the new Turnbuckle Champion. I've been told he's embroiled now a heavy feud with the previous champion, namely Glacier Ray Lloyd. Oh, but making his way down here, NWA Arena, Mikael Adryan, who has made his notions known here that he wants Kevin Northcutt. Kevin Northcutt is in the crosshairs of Mikael Adryan. Why don't you decide a contract, everybody else there, Adryan?
Now, Adryan not scheduled to be a part of the card here tonight. And this kid better not be too big for his britches. Coming out and call out a sleeping giant like Northcutt. He's bound to wake up. Enziguri by David Young. Of course, it was after, and another. Good grief.
Well, that clocked the other side of the skull of Kevin Northcutt. I don't think David Young really needs any assistance from Mikael Adryan at ringside. Didn't even think those two even knew each other, really.
Well, it was Mikael Adryan that, after Stone Mountain, decided that he would no longer be a part of NWA Wildside. Mikael Adryan called out anybody on the roster, any big man that could take him down. Nobody answered his challenge. Kevin Northcutt wasn't in the building that night, by the way.
How about that?
And then, on Wildside television, Northcutt, in a matchup, got a big win with the BMF, was celebrating in the ring, developing his new fan following here, and Mikael Adryan blindsided the guy with that size 14 boot.
And Young with a rear chin lock on the massive Kevin Northcutt. And interestingly, well, we all know David Young is what we always tend to say, a one-trick pony. But I mean, spine bustering somebody who's about a head taller than you, that's got to be a little tricky.
It has got to be difficult, but he's done it to the Iceberg, 600 pounds. He's done it to 6'8" Bull Buchanan, all here in a Wildside ring.
And Northcutt is almost as tall as Buchanan. Still doesn't make it any easier. But we're seeing a bit of a different side to David Young here than we've seen over the past year or so.
Young has tremendous natural strength. He's arguing with Andrew Thomas a little bit. Not sure how to take that.
These are some shortcuts I have not seen David Young go through in quite some time.
That's what the hell happens when you hang out with Vince Russo.
And that's what happens when you hang out perhaps with the Dusty Rhodes. Young taking exception to what Andrew Thomas is dishing out. Hey, so all the rest of us, Dave.
Wow. The mean streak of David Young here really coming out. And it's not that we haven't seen it in Wildside before, but it's something that once he really broke out on his own as a singles competitor, it looked like he lost.
I tell you, I think it is the specter of being a champion. You know, as much as everybody wanted to like Ric Flair when he was champion. He's actually one of the most hated guys throughout his entire championship reign, virtually. It goes to show you that belt just does things to you.
As you said, yeah, it's lonely at the top.
Yeah.
You got everybody gunning for you. Everybody wants a piece of your action. Everybody wants your autograph. And you simply don't have enough time. There's not enough hours in the day when you're a heavyweight wrestling champion and a high-profile one at that.
Yeah, and obviously not too much time to make new friends. As a matter of fact, the enemies just seem to be tallying up, and that includes wrestling fans as well.
Snapmare takeover by David Young. Leg scissors. Gonna choke out Northcutt here.
A good tack to take. By trying to eliminate the oxygen flow to the brain, you can seriously slow down Kevin Northcutt. The more you can slow down this freight train, the better it is. Particularly with Mikael Adryan dancing around here at ringside. Adryan seems woefully interested in Kevin Northcutt. You know, I'm sure, Adryan, you'll get your opportunity to wrestle Northcutt at an upcoming edition of NWA Wildside, but you're not on the card here tonight. You're not invited. Go home. Here, why don't you go down there and tell him to go home?
I'm not telling him to do anything.
You're closer to him.
He's about 6'6", and he weighs about 275 pounds. And he may be a rookie, but he's a big one.
Oh, a charging clothesline from David Young, leveling Kevin Northcutt, who in addition has to have eyes on the back of his head. Mikael Adryan not interfering per se this evening, but his presence here has got to be rather unnerving for one Mr. Northcutt. David Young making his way up to the top. Oh, look at Northcutt jump to his feet. Perhaps a little opossum playing.
Wait a minute. What is Northcutt doing here? He's got David Young. Exploder suplex from the top.
David Young bounced off that. The apron. Boy, that treads bounced like a ball. Young is feeling the power of Kevin Northcutt. Up close and personal, as they say. Big punches to the head and the temple and the forehead of David Young. Boy, Northcutt. The man is on fire.
Northcutt with a trifecta of hard clotheslines in the corner. Now, measuring up David Young. Big knee to the face. Can you imagine the impact of a guy as big as Kevin Northcutt running at you full blast with a knee to the face? Unbelievable. Another exploder suplex by Northcutt.
Well, Northcutt's a suplex machine here, but still not enough to pin down the shoulders of the new TCW heavyweight champion, the Messiah, the spine buster, David Young.
Now, wait a minute. Northcutt's got him. Kryptonite crunch by Kevin Northcutt.
Boy, in the last fraction of a second, David Young rolls a shoulder. Hard to even call that a kick out. But it was enough to ensure that this match continues.
Northcutt off the ropes. Up and over.
And interference from Adryan. Figured it was coming. Oh, the spine buster from David Young. Oh, man.